on assignment. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, one's hanging out with football players and cheerleaders. The other one is ice skating,
having the time of her life out there, making that Alabama girl happy. Well, again, yeah, welcome into Studio 10. I'm Jennifer Lambers.
And I'm Vanessa Pacheco.
Well, starting off first, here's a story about the kindness of strangers. A Texas man gets his high school football championship ring back 20 years after it was stolen.
20. Okay, so Blake,
hey, like this probably belongs to someone, and so you spend your $50, like I'm going to do the right thing,
right.
And just the power of social media to find out within 30 minutes.
See, here's the thing. It's pretty sad when someone steals that and wants to sell it, and it has someone else's last name on it. It says Pool on the side of the ring. I have not just a little brag, but I have 2 championship rings, and they say Pacheco on there. They have soccer player. It has my jersey number. So, like, if someone's trying to sell that for $50 too.
Yeah, and I feel like, does it have the year on it too?
It has a year too.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. He just knew, yeah, and so I mean, good for him. I mean, for spending his money to do that, but also to find him just that quickly.
Yes.
So I always see people posting on like their local beach Facebook pages, like, "Hey, I found this ring." There's tons of them down at our local beaches, and so just the fact that he was able to do that so quickly.
So nice of him.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen to this next story. A lavish gold domed penthouse. It's for sale in New York City, and it will only set you back $25 million.
Only 25 towards that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes whenever I get bored, I always just look up real estate in other places, just cause like, and so I was in New York City a while ago, and it's like the condos here where they kind of get you is that you can spend the money to buy it, but then you have those HOA fees every single month, and I mean they're thousands of dollars, and so in addition to the $25 million that you got to spend on that, also it's about $10,000 a month that you're spending just on those fees.
And HOA can be tough. I'm obviously not like a homeowner, but obviously I know homeowners, and I know how HOA works with each one of them. And like there's things like you have to pay this money, but there's also things that you're prohibited to doing. Or I mean, my brother, it's like nothing can go past the fence. So if a moonwalk, it'd be like, oh, you can't have a moonwalk because you know it goes past the fence.
I was gonna say ours is the same way. Like you can't have a trampoline in the backyard unless you have to have the fence for anything you want to have in the backyard. Yeah. And they're not called HOA for those condos. They're called something else.
Something else, but we know,
the general gist. Yeah. Well, if you are a fan of holiday movies, this story is for you. The Connecticut Christmas Movie Trail has officially been revealed.
State leaders
up her avenue. Recently, they just had a Hallmark cruise. I think there were 2 of them that went out. They had a bunch of stars on there, and someone that I'm friends with on Facebook, him and his wife went, and like they just had a blast. Especially if you're into like the stars that are in it, and so that's fun. I can see a lot of folks enjoying this. I just went to the Northeast and I got to go to little Rhode Island towns, and walking along I was like, this is perfect for a Christmas movie. It's just quaint little towns. They were all decorated, so I know a lot of folks will enjoy that new Connecticut trail.
I will say I like to do each holiday, so now I'm thinking about Thanksgiving, but hanging out with like Jen and Chelsea and them, I'm just like, oh, Christmas movie, and I'm like, wait, what's going on?
My house, the inside of it, all decked out already. It's my happy place.
I gotta focus on the turkey.
You gotta focus on the turkey, and that's exactly what we're talking about today. And that's why Fox 10 News is committed to giving back to those in need this holiday season.
That's right. And today you have a chance to help us tackle hunger. Joe Emer joins us live from the Rouses on Schillinger with all the details. Joe, you're just having a hard day today. Football players, cheerleaders, what more?
I love it. I love it. And you know what? For $10, you get one of those swag items there. I mean, those beanies alone would be a great thing to have if you need a Christmas gift. The beanies, the hats right there, that's going to be a great option. You get to meet some players, some cheerleaders, but most importantly, you know that $10 is going to help some of those folks along the Gulf Coast get a nice meal this holiday season.
And you get free hugs.
And free hugs, even better there. So head on out to the Rouses on Schillinger there. You can check in with Joe, and again, $10 goes a long way.
Yeah, and so Joe's having a good time. You know who else is having a good time?
Chelsea.
Yes, so from Santa to shopping to light shows, the Wharf is the place to be this holiday season.
And our friend Chelsea Sayasan is there this morning with a preview of the winter kickoff party. Chelsea, you still have those skates on. Oh, I love that.
Stuff going on out there.
It really is. And the good news, too, is that next week, especially the next weekend, right before Thanksgiving, we're actually going to have some cold air out there. So you can kind of put on some layers and head on out towards just the ice skating rink. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
It's going to be great for it. But for right now, what we have is going to be plenty of sunshine out there. We're not quite feeling colder air just yet, despite that cold front moving through. If anything, what's it bringing in is some drier air and also some sunshine out there. It's beautiful to begin for this morning. The temperatures all across the Gulf Coast, they're resting in the upper 60s, the lower to mid 70s out there. But as we do get further along into the rest of this afternoon, those daytime highs will be maxing out mid 70s, sunny, dry, anything that you have planned. I know that it's been soggy for the past few days, so some of those sports practices, those games, they got canceled or delayed. Today will be a great day for them. We're still going to be drying out there. But then also we are tracking the tropics, and we have Tropical Depression 19, that last advisory update coming out from the National Hurricane Center at 9 a.m. At last check, those sustained winds were at 35 miles per hour, tracking west at 14 miles per hour. It's really getting close to that tropical storm strength. Likely expecting that heading into the remainder of today. The next name would be Sarah, and that system, soon to be Sarah, is going to be very slow moving, just hanging out in the Western Caribbean until we get closer towards the beginning of next week, and then moving across the Yucatan, emerging into the southern Gulf. By that point, it's going to be weak, it's going to be sloppy, and we could possibly see a cold front here start to absorb some of that moisture from that system and increase our rain chances. But then behind it, we're going to have some very cold air courtesy of that cold front, which I'm going to detail more on that coming up in just a little bit in my full 10-day outlook.
Okay, so we can expect some cooler air.
Yeah, some sweater weather on the way.
As for hurricane season, I'm over it.
I'm over it. November
over it.
30th, though, is when it officially ends. So do keep that in mind. Well, coming up, Dumas Wesley's annual toy drive is looking for donations, and you can help. We're going to talk more about that after the break.
Also,
well, the Dumas Wesley Community Center will be spreading Christmas cheer to low-income families who have been selected to participate in Dumas Wesley's annual toy store. And here today with all of the details are Joni Hindi with Dumas Wesley and also Ashley Pyre with USA Health University Hospital. Thank you so much for being here today.
Good morning.
Well, of course. And so I want to go ahead and get started first with you, Joni. You've been on before. You've talked about Dumas Wesley, but just tell us a little bit more for the folks that are unfamiliar with Dumas Wesley and what this toy store is.
So the toy store, this is actually our 50th year of granting Christmas wishes for underserved children in our community, and we are so excited. This is one of my favorite events, and Dumas Wesley, we partner with community partners like USA Health Systems in order to provide Christmas for families that need just a little bit of assistance or a hand up in purchasing Christmas toys for their children. And so what happens is new toys and bikes are donated to Dumas Wesley, and they are reduced at an affordable amount so that low-income families can really be able to provide Christmas for their children. And it is such a wonderful experience just seeing all the shoppers, all the happy faces and smiles, knowing that, you know, they're able to grant these Christmas wishes for their children.
It's fantastic. And so ways to get involved is, you mentioned in the break that Ashley and USA Health Systems was one of your guys' greatest supporters with this. And so Ashley, how are you guys getting involved this year?
Well, we are very excited. We love this event, and we've supported Dumas Wesley for 22 years in this event during Christmas, and it's so important to us. We have a heart for giving, all of our employees and our staff, and we just want to give back to our community, especially the community that we serve. And we just want to thank Dumas Wesley for all that y'all are doing, because y'all really do a lot of things, amazing things for the community, and this toy drive is one that would be a blessing to all of our children and families.
And so I just want to give a shout out to all the USA Health employees out there, because you mentioned that they go all out with this. They decorate the boxes. They're giving so many toys to these kids, these families that just need it this holiday season. And so if other folks out there, they want to get involved, they want to also donate to this, how can they go about giving to the Dumas Wesley Toy Store?
Yeah, there are multiple ways. We have local businesses that set up toy displays in their restaurants and collect toys for Dumas Wesley. We have individuals that grant Christmas wishes by supporting a family that's shopping. And we also have individuals, churches, local schools who have collected toys for the toy store and donate. We do ask that you donate new unwrapped toys by December 2nd.
And if folks also want to go online, learn more about you guys and more about this toy store, how can they go about doing so?
They can visit our website at dumaswesley.org or call us at 251-479-0649. We'd love to answer any questions that anyone might have, or to, help them find out more information on supporting our deserving families.
Yes, and when is the last day to donate to?
December 2nd.
There you go. So you can have Black Friday, you have Cyber Monday to
That's
score
right.
some of those deals,
Yes.
save some money, and it's going to be a great way to give this holiday season. Ladies, was there anything else you want to add for the folks watching?
Well, we just want to thank USA Health Systems again. 22 years of their support has been incredible, and also all the other individuals and churches and schools that I have mentioned. We just couldn't do this without their support, so we appreciate them.
Well, Joni, Ashley, thank you both so much for being here today. And as always, we're going to have all of their information, ways that you can give back, on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. But again, thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
Vanessa. Well, there's still more Studio 10 to come, and we're checking back in one last time with Chelsea at the Wharf ahead of their winter kickoff party. And then welcome back in. Fox 10 News is committed to giving back to those in need.
And today you have a chance to help us tackle hunger. Joe Emer joins us live from the Rouses on Schillinger with all the details. Joe, you've just been having a blast out there, haven't you? Yes, definitely stop by and help, all for a good cause.
And remember, too, that you get one of those little Saint swag items. And so it's a great way that you can go ahead and mark off a holiday gift while also knowing that your money is going to something good.
Some great tips right there.
Yes.
Right. Well, from Santa to shopping to light shows, the Wharf is the place to be this holiday season.
Yeah, so we just checked in with Joe. Now we're checking in with our friend Chelsea Sayason. She is out there this morning with a preview of the winter kickoff party. Where are you at now, Chelsea? Thank you, Vanessa. And also coming up, I'm going to have another look at your forecast, your full 10-day outlook. And also, the Vatican and Microsoft have teamed up to recreate a masterpiece. We'll have that story and more in today's Tech. Well, welcome back in. A turtle fossil dating back millions of years has been discovered in Ward County, North Dakota.
So it was unearthed as crews were preparing ground for a new building. Lindsay Miller has more about the remarkable find.
Koala in their bedroom.
So the wife recorded